Hey guys, welcome to episode 192, I think, of the Cat Lady channel. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, which stands for Craft All the Things. I am a primarily knitting, yarny related, fiber related channel, but I do other things. I have not done other things in quite a while. It's mostly been knitting and crochet and spinning and weaving. And I'm focusing this year on finishing up whips. So you see a lot of repeat things, but we're getting them done. That's the goal. And then I can work on more things. I also tinker on a circular sock machine, which has been a lot of fun, and it's been a challenge, but it's been fun. I have a Erlbacher Gearhart Speedster with a 60 stitch cylinder and a 72 stitch cylinder that I've still yet to pull out. So I need to do that. Anyways, welcome. If you are new, thank you for checking me out. I hope you enjoy what you see, and just know this is not a polished channel. This is just me chatting, pretty much. I do snippets throughout the week and then post on Fridays, typically. Everything I talk about is listed in the show notes below. Sometimes I miss the show notes, but eventually I will get to them. And like I said, a lot of these things are repeat, so you could always go back to previous episodes and get the information. I try to comment on what I'm wearing as well, if I'm wearing hand knits or hand makes, whatever. And I will eventually get the notes up. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram as the Cat Lady, all one word, and Facebook. Just search the Cat Lady. If you just search Cat Lady on Google, most of my things come up. I did sell hand-dyed yarn for a couple years. It was actually 2 solid years, but it's on hiatus at the moment. I'm kind of itching to get back to the dye pot, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it's sort of on hold. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back, and welcome back to the crazy. It is Monday. I usually do not record on Mondays because it is Monday, but I got some things done this weekend, and I'm super excited to show them off. So let's, thought I heard something. Last thing, I'm coming to you from Michigan. It has been sunny the last few days, which I feel like lifts my spirits a little bit. So we've made it outside to walk, which has been also helpful. And I live with my husband and 2 kids and a cat. That is my spiel. Anyways, on to the stuff. So I have been working on my Vero V-neck by Knitting Tipsy. This thing is kind of a beast. So like I'm somewhat regretting it, but it is what it is now. So I'm just gonna have to turn into, it's gonna just have to be a layered kind of fall spring, because it's huge. So I mean, it's gonna be like warm, because it's sort of designed to be kind of a flirty, summery kind of look, I feel, it's kind of off the shoulders, but it's huge, like as far as like the weight. It's very heavy. So we have finished the sleeve that you saw last time, and the last time I was here. So I'd ran out of the blue yarn and I purchased more, and so I forced myself to sit down. I did not do any work on my temperature snakes because I was so gung-ho to start those, and I kind of got that out of my system. So now I have to finish this, because I told myself I wasn't going to cast things on until I finished things, and I just couldn't help myself, and I cast on the snakes, and I'm excited to get back to those, but this is so close to being done. I only have so I end on a purple, so I have 4 more rounds of purple to do. So whatever that ends up being in total rows, I'm on the blue again. So I have 4 more rounds of purple, and then I can do the pink trim, and I need to do the bottle trim on the sleeve and the full bottom. And then I got like 10,000 ends to weave in, so I'm not excited about that. What is going on here? I feel like there's something going on here. Like, did I not like finish this off? I don't know what the heck's going on here. Either that or it just got tangled for some reason. Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, okay, it's fine. But yeah, I got like so many ends that need to just be woven in. Fun times. So this is all made from Karen Simply Soft, so very affordable. I'm getting nervous about my pink. I still feel like I have plenty, but like I have all that bobbles to do, and the pink's getting a little light. So, but I got plenty of purple and blue. So I guess worst case scenario, I'm not buying more pink. I'm not buying more pink. So I need to get the bobbles on the sleeve, and then I can do a green or a purple on the bottom. So be it. I don't think anyone would even really notice. The plan is to do all pink, but if I run out of pink, it's going to be a different color because I'm not buying any more yarn for that. So that's that. Yesterday we watched the Puppy Bowl because that is our tradition, is to watch the Puppy Bowl. And it's like, you know, it's pre-recorded and they like pop it up at a certain time. Last year, I think it was on Discovery Plus that we had signed up for a free trial. This year it was on HBO Max, which we happen to have right now. So it was easy to watch, but it was at like 2 o'clock and they had like a pre-show beforehand. So it was the middle of the afternoon. But while we did Puppy Bowl, I worked on my weaving squares. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 more solid black squares. Hard to see them there. So I have 4 black squares done, I think, and I have another one set up on this is a pin loom. So I have another one set up, ready to go on my pin loom. This is using Fiber Dog Fibers, hand spun, and this is like absolute hand spun. It's like she buys the fleece, raw fleece, she washes it, she cards it, she dyes it, she spins it. It's all from like totally sheep to square. So those will be for my placemats I've spoke about before. No pattern, just doing my own thing, seaming all the squares together to make a placemat. I keep saying this, and I'm going to say it one more time, and I'm going to go after I'm done recording. I'm going to go pick out a colored piece and put it in my bag. I should make some more colored squares so I can actually start to assemble a placemat. So, going to do that. Other makes, I finally cranked a pair of socks. So this is done on my Erlbacher Speedster. This is the Super Garn Active yarn. Here's the label of a different cone. So Super Garn Active. It is German. It is a 75% wool superwash, 25% polyamide, 400 gram cones. So you get a lot. And it is just similar to like maybe an opal yarn. It's not like super duper soft like fleechy, but it's a nice wearing sock yarn. I used Lycra, so supposedly, and I don't know, I tried them on and I didn't really notice a big difference, but maybe like you need to like wear them all day, because you know when you wear hand knit socks, they stretch out over the day and they get kind of slouchy, and then you kind of have to pull them up like I'm doing here, like with the sock I have now. You gotta kind of pull it up, falls down your leg. Supposedly with the Lycra, which is like an elastic, it's supposed to have a more like hug your feet more. Honestly, when I put on the sock, it didn't feel any different, which I guess is a good thing because I don't want it to feel like tight. But so I guess I'll have to see how they wear throughout the day. They did not officially go through the dryer either, which make a difference, because supposedly you need to like activate the Lycra with heat, which I steamed them, which people say is fine. But I did not get a chance to put them in the dryer because the dryer was being used by my husband this weekend. So, but I am sitting here at my machine, and I might this morning crank out a pair of socks for Jim with the Lycra, and today I'll be able to wash them and dry them and see how they work. But this color is the Titicaca color. I really love this. I love this color. I love the pinks and the blues. I just think this is a really pretty color. Totally me. I did ask Jim, I said, would you wear a pair of socks like this? Because I did make him pink socks once, but it was an accident because I made them for me and they were too big. And he wears them. He's like, well, not really. Those aren't really my colors. I said, well, I know they're not, but would you wear them? He's like, well, I don't know. So, no. He would if I screwed them up and, you know, didn't want them to go to waste. But actively, he does not want me to make him a pair of these pink socks. So I will not. But I have so much because I have a cone. So I might make myself another pair. Oh, I probably will at some point. But I'm interested to see how the ribbing works with the Lycra, because I do not like the ribbed sock. Well, okay. I'm just hitting myself. When I hand knit ribbing, I've noticed I like a lot of it. I need a lot of it. So I would hand rib my socks like 60, 70 rows of ribbing. Whenever I made cuffs that were only like a little bit of ribbing, they really didn't do anything. So it's like I need a lot of the ribbing for it to actually work. Like, what sock do I have on now? That one doesn't have a lot. Maybe got 40 rows of ribbing. But I like a lot. And I like my socks kind of tall. So actually, yeah, well, these ones are tall, but usually I've made my socks when I hand knit them to go to the top of the blocker. So, but I'm always afraid of running out of yarn on the machine. So I don't know. So anyways, so maybe if I make a pair of rib socks on the machine with the Lycra and make a lot. I've only made the 2 pair with ribbing. The 1 pair I ended up giving my husband because they didn't fit me, the pink pair. And then another pair I made the domino socks, but I only made like 20 rows of ribbing, so it was very short. So maybe if I make 50 rows of ribbing, and then with the Lycra in it, maybe I'll like that. So might try that. And then lastly, the ducks needed spring sweaters. I asked David if he wanted new sweaters for the ducks. 1 duck is mine. But, I mean, David plays with them both all the time. But the ducks got new spring sweaters. So this was their Christmas sweater. If you are a returning viewer, you've seen the Christmas sweater. Now they have spring sweaters. So I don't remember. Oh, and surprisingly, they almost like match. I did not intentionally make them match, but they almost completely match, which is hard because now I don't know which duck is which. I think this one's mine. David's a little bit more worn, like a little more fuzzy. So I think this one's cheese. This one's crackers. David named them both. So that was what I did on Saturday night. Was that Saturday? Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got for today, which I thought was a decent amount. Okay, sorry. I plugged in my Fitbit again since I've started walking outside. I like to track how many miles I go, and I can't do that as easily as I can on the treadmill. So, but it buzzes when I get messages. So, sorry, I was distracted again. Anyways, I need to walk today, which I'm gonna try to go outside. It's kind of cold right now, but it's sunny and it's supposed to warm up a little bit. Like, I've determined like 40s is good for me to walk. We went out on Saturday and I came home, my ears hurt. Like, it was too cold. Like, and I didn't cover up enough. So then we went again on Sunday. And it was in the morning-ish. So it was like, well, actually it was like 11 something, but I think it was still like 30 something degrees. And then we went on Sunday yesterday and it was probably noon, maybe. And it was 40. It was like 41 or something. And I had my hat and a hood on, which I would do again. And that was better. So I figure 40s with my hat and hood should be fine. And it's supposed to get into the 40s today. So that's my goal, because takes the same amount of time. Obviously, I'm walking the same distance roughly. I was walking like 2.3 miles roughly outside, I believe. But just because I had my family with me, we all went on. Me and Jim and David went on Saturday, but then Jim turned around because his feet were bothering him. He went out and actually bought new shoes because his shoes were not doing well for him. So then yesterday we went, all 4 of us went. And then David turned around and left and went to the park. Yeah, then we have a little small park in our neighborhood because his scooter stopped working. So it ended up being me, Jim, and Emily, but we did about 2.3 miles because when I walk by myself, I walk in through some of the courts and go down the street and back and around just to try to get to 3 miles. I don't do that when I have everybody because we're just taking a family walk and I don't want to make it complicated. So, but if I go today, I will attempt to do the in and out loops and try to get 3 miles because that's just my personal goal. And that's what I've been doing on the treadmill, but it takes me roughly an hour because I'm slow. And it took about the same outside, but it just feels Doesn't feel like an hour. When I'm on the treadmill, it feels like an hour. I'm outside, it does not. There are pros. I've talked about the pros and cons. There are pros to the treadmill. Like even yesterday, I had to use the bathroom when we were halfway out, which I can't go anywhere. And I can, but I don't bring a water with me because I don't want to carry anything. And I can't watch stuff. I can listen to things, but I can't watch. But, you know, it's nice to go walking with my family, so that's a plus for being outside too, and the sun and whatever, and it just doesn't feel as long. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I have piano lessons today as well, so I need to practice a little bit before then, and that's it. So I will work on my machine, hopefully, to get Jim some socks. I really want to get him a pair of socks. Oh, I can show you the yarn I picked out, or he sort of picked it out, but I picked it out, and he said he approved it. So this is a Felici. It's called Bayou. It's got greens and blues in it. So I'm going to do a contrast heel in black. So that is the plan. So if I get those done, I will show you those this week. I will pull out the mini with the color for the weaving. I think I'm close to finishing my spinning, my mini that's on the spindle. So I will see if I can finish that up as well. And I will finish this very Vero this week. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting that into the universe. I'm going to finish the very Vero this week. Potentially not weaving in all the ends, but I will finish the crocheting of it. So, will I or won't I? Find out in the next clips. Hey guys, it is Thursday. No, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, February 15th. And I have a few updates. First of all, I got a Valentine's present that boy, the lighting in here is weird. I have a Valentine's present that I didn't know I was going to get. So I got another Lego flower set. Didn't even know this was a new set. This is similar to the last one. It doesn't have there's no vase. It's just the stem. So I have to find another container to put it in. My current flower bouquet has been sitting in the kitchen since I built it, and it's very dusty and a little dingy. So I might need to take that one apart, clean it up, maybe replace it with this and freshen it up to some new flowers. So that was exciting. And he left it in this room, so I didn't find it till later in the afternoon. So it was kind of a cute little surprise. Sock update. Well, I made a pair of socks out of Felici yarn. It picks Felici, and I used the Lycra. So you saw my first pair I made with Lycra, which I used the active yarn, and they were for me, and they fit. Now I don't wash them. I do wash. I don't dry my socks in the dryer, typically. Not regularly. And Jim, though, will throw all his clothes in the wash, all his clothes in the dryer. And honestly, when you throw the Felici in the dryer, it gets fuzzy. It gets fuzzy. So this is after one, I don't know if you can see how fuzzy and kind of pilly it is already after one wash, which that's just, it's inexpensive wool yarn. So, I mean, it's not surprising to me. But that doesn't happen to my socks as much because I don't put them in the dryer. However, the problem with this is I put the Lycra, I made the sock, it came off the machine about 10.5 inches, which is about the size that I make for Jim. His foot length is 10.75. Obviously, I want some negative ease and it's going to stretch and whatever, so 10.5 seems to be a good size. Actually, now that I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, it should be fine. Maybe I should make it 11, but so I did the same number of rows and everything, and I washed it, and it was 10.5 inches off the machine, on the machine, or when I first pulled it off. After I washed it and dried it, like measuring it without the stretch, it measured 8 inches. Now, obviously, you see it is stretched onto the sock blocker, and it is a perfect fit for my foot. So this sock blocker fits my foot. So his should be a little longer, which, okay, maybe he tried it on. It didn't fit. It didn't fit. So I'm really disappointed with that. But here's the thing. So I washed and dried this with David's laundry. And you can see it's all kind of like junky pilly. Well, I washed and dried this one. Here's the second one. But not with my laundry. And it was like not as much. That wasn't a full load. So this one's not super pilly. This one looks good. So I'm like, literally they've never been worn, and this one already looks like it's been worn a bunch, and then this one looks crisp. Also, I do not like how the Lycra like heathered the dark areas, which I was hoping it would be a little more blended in than that. What happens is when you're holding the two yarns together, sometimes the Lycra would be behind. So there's like certain parts of the sock where the Lycra is behind the yarn, and then there's the other parts where it pops out. So it's very strange. So it's all these weird spots. And I mean, it blends in fine with the lighter colors. So you can't really see it with the light green. Can't really see it with the light blue, but you can definitely see it with the darker colors. So it is a tan taupe colored Lycra. Not my favorite pair of socks, but they're mine now and I'll wear them, so they're done. I did, though, however, then redeem myself and make him a second pair of socks. Get some things going on here. That he is wearing today, but I will put in a picture because I took a picture of them. They are the active yarn, again, in the denim color. So, cone, so easy. I like this yarn I like numerous reasons why I like this yarn. I like the faux fair isle striping patterns that the yarn gives you, and some of the colors. This one was more just like a faded blue, but I like the fact that I could just do the heel and toe without contrast. So I like that, and the fact that it's already on a cone. So because I love Felici socks, these are fun, but I do not like doing the stripes with the heel and the toe because you get weird. It just gets weird. So it gets all weird when you have like these weird, because like this. So like you get this one weird one liner, which this is in the back of the heel, so I don't care. But when it's in the front of the foot, I hate it. And like same with this, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. There's like one little row of stripe right before the toe. But and if I would have done the toe in the stripe, the way it works up, the toe comes up this way. So it would have done light green, light green, light blue, or where am I going? Light blue, green, light green, then light blue, and then it would have seamed at the top with this weird one stripe of dark green, and then light blue again. So anyways, these are done. They made the blue socks for Jim's Valentine's present, which is kind of a, I didn't know he was getting me something, and that shouldn't be a reason. We just don't usually exchange gifts, so made him a pair of socks. I did today make him a special jar he does not know about yet because I just made it today. He isn't home yet, but it's a little jar with some little daily notes and affirmations on it, so I put it in the bathroom for him today. So that's my belated Valentine gift. So we can pick out a little note every morning that either says something positive or says something nice from me, like I love you or thinking of you, whatever, that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like I need to glean these socks already. They're just they're like felted almost, which that's what happens to his socks when he puts them in the washer and they're in dry. Only the Felici. So I gotta find myself a better branded self-stripe. Better branded self-striping that's affordable, because it's it's very affordable. So oh, okay, so I'm rambling. Next up is my Vero. There are baubles. So I did not run out of pink yarn for the baubles. I'm not done yet. I have to make the back strap. So there is a strap, an I-cord strap that will attach the two sides and tie so that it does not fall down. And I am out of pink for that. I would have liked to have it in the pink. Pink would have been the best, but I do not have enough to make two 20-inch I-cords out of that. So I am just going to use so I'm going to attach, as she recommends, attaching it to the third V or second V, I think. I'm going to attach to the third. The way I had it on, I feel like it should pull from here. I'm just going to make it purple because it's going to attach to the purple and link to the purple on the other side. So it's just going to be purple. So not 100% excited about that because I really wanted it to be pink because everything's pink. All the trim's pink, right? Pink borders, pink everything, and then it's going to be purple in the back. But it's going to attach to the purple, so maybe it'll make sense. So I have to look up how to crochet an I-cord because I don't know. I wish I had one of those I-cord machines. That would be really helpful right now. But it does attach. But I could attach it on. Is it worth? I've been thinking about getting one. Do I just get one? No, I should not. I can make I-cord on my knitting machine, but I don't know if I could use Karen Simply Soft. Probably too thick. I don't like I-cord. So anyways, that's all I gotta do. And I wove in some of the ends. I'm not done with all of them. I wove in some of them. I don't like weaving in ends in granny stitch either, because it's just like I don't know where to put the ends and stuff. So, but I got a handful of ends. I got all the inside ends woven, except, oh no, I don't. Got some here. I got a lot of ends to weave in, but I did some. So, but that is good. And then it needs to be like washed and stuff. Figure out what the heck, how to style it, wear it, etc. So, but it's cute. I do like it. And that's it. That's all I have for today, for my clip today. It is already almost 1 o'clock, and I have not, like, gotten anything done, really. Like, kind of been slacking today, so I still haven't practiced piano, I still haven't walked, I still blah, blah, blah. It's super windy outside, so I'm not going outside. I gotta take David to piano today, and pick Emily up from running club. Yeah, so I'm still in my pajamas. So, yes. But, and it is Wednesday, not Thursday. So I have time this week to maybe finish that and work on some other things. So that is what I will do. So I will be back probably on Friday with what I've been working on and wrap up the week. So I will see you in the next clip. Hey guys, it is Friday. I'm going to wrap up the episode for this week, and it's also a snow day. So the children are afoot. Actually, Emily is off at a friend's house for the afternoon. David's kind of chilling downstairs watching History Channel documentaries. So it's been a lazy morning, which is kind of nice, but they're also off Monday and Tuesday of next week for midwinter break. We have no plans besides dentist, and they have the dentist appointment and Fat Tuesday, donuts, punchki. So it's going to be another kind of chill weekend. I think we have a couple of things we're doing, but nothing major. So anyways, I will show you what I've been working on the last couple days. Not much, honestly. Haven't got much done. So my very Vero, all I have to do is do the I-cord straps on the back that kind of tie it together so it doesn't like just fall off. I did a whole strap on the wrong V thing, on the wrong cluster. So I had to pull it all out. So I originally, I think the pattern says she worked on the second cluster. I'm doing the third because that just seemed like, I don't know, it just seemed like a better place to do it. And I did it on this one down here, which was too far because it needs to kind of be up top. It needs to be 20-inch cord. I did do the crochet method, which it was not really that great. It was like a crochet with a cable needle. So you like move the stitches over and then recrochet and move the stitches over. I'm like, why? So after I ripped it out, I'm like, why am I not just using double points? So here I am. Now I'm using double points. It needs to be 20 inches per side. So this is not done yet, but it worked up pretty quick. I worked on it for like 10 minutes or something, if that. So this is so much faster. Double point I-cords, very easy. So you just slide it, knit it, slide it, knit it, slide it, knit it. So yeah, it was way too long. I put way too much time making the other cord that I had to rip out. So, oh well. So that it will be done, and I still have to weave in some ends. But yesterday I spent way too long, but I got interrupted a lot and everything. But I made an epic pair of socks on my circular sock machine. I made a knee-high length sock, and this is all my Felici scraps that I had for other socks. So there's 4 different colors in here, I think. Yes, this is 1 color, this is 2 color, 3 color, 4 color. And they are not a perfect match, which is fine, but they were close. So this one goes... So the first one, the color stops at the blue, this one stops at the yellow. And then this goes down to like the pink here, goes down to the pink here, then it turns into this brownish, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that is, I don't remember, but then this goes into, yeah, I think the pink starts, yeah, the pink starts this colorway, and then it goes into the blue-green colorway at the bottom, which starts a little above the heel here, starts after the heel here. So when you're wearing, honestly, when you just hold them up, it's not super obvious. I mean, you can tell, but it's not like, if I get a good picture of them on, I will stick it in. I tried them on, and I tried one on. I haven't tried them both on at the same time, so I have not seen how they both look on at the same time. They are a little stretched, like, because it stretches. So it stretches out, so, you know, it kind of has that stretchy look, and it's a little thin up here, but whatever. It was just more of an experiment. It was kind of for fun. I did not make any adjustments to the machine. All I did was take off. So there's a thing called a heel spring that uses to keep tension on the yarn when you're doing a heel, typically. So, because you're moving the yarn into short rows back and forth. So it keeps the tension on the yarn to go back and forth. That's the purpose of it. But if you keep it on all the time, it just makes a tighter gauge yarn. So I took off the heel spring for the first half of the leg to make it looser. Then I put the heel spring back on you can actually see exactly where I changed it. It all of a sudden gets narrow right there. So it's quite a difference, actually, of how much it narrows with just the change of the spring. So there is a tension gauge. You adjust the tension of the machine, but then you add in the spring and it adds more tension. So you can see where I changed it. So it's like half the leg is without the spring, and then where I would start like a normal sock down my leg, I put the spring on and did the spring for the rest. So they have been washed and dried. I have not put them on since I threw them in the dryer. I put them on low. I put them on a low just to soften it up and get it nice looking, and I gave it a little steam. So I need to put them on. So if I I will try to take a picture. I know it's gonna be hard to take a picture of my legs, but I'll see if I can put a picture and put them in here. That's it. That's all I did. This week went by kind of quick. It was kind of a weird week. I don't know. So we're off to another weekend. I pulled out a box of Felici to make socks for my husband. So I have this color. I have like contrast heel toe colors. I have this color. And then I have all these colors. So pretty much all greens and blues. Because all the rest that I have up there are all pinks and purples. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pairs, which is what he would like. And then I still have this cone. So that would be 8 pairs I can make him. And then I think he'd be set for a while. I don't know though, because like now I'm dumping everything. I keep thinking I don't know, he likes the socks, so maybe I just need to just go with it because he likes them. But I should pull out my 72 stitch cylinder. Just see what I tried a pair with the Lycra, and it didn't work because they were too small. Now if I did a pair with the Lycra on the 72, would that be better? But I don't know. I don't even know if I like dealing with the Lycra, honestly. He likes socks without. I wore the Lycra socks yesterday, and I just feel like there was really no much different. I still had to like tug on them, pull them up, and I don't know if I liked it. So I can take it or leave it. So, and it's kind of a pain to thread in and deal with. So maybe I just not use it. I don't know. So I wasn't a huge fan for first timer. My other pair of socks, I guess I haven't worn those yet. So with the Lycra in it, but maybe for the ribbing though, because I don't like the regular ribbing, so maybe Lycra in the ribbing would be better. So I still have a lot of experiments to do. So maybe if I just use Lycra in the rib and then do the sock, but I don't know, maybe a 72 stitch sock would be better for him in general. But I mean, again, he likes the socks. He has no issues with them. So why change anything? I don't know. So, and I can always buy more yarn. I can always make more socks. I mean, can you have too many pairs of socks? I don't know. So there's that. Eventually they'll fit David, right? Maybe. I don't know. So with that, I will stop rambling. Wish me luck for the next few days, because the kids are going to be here and they're already like, I'm bored after like being up for 2 hours. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a good week, and I hope you get to craft all the things.